Well, hello, ladies and peeps. I've been out and done my Christmas shopping. It's almost 48 hours before Christmas. I've wound down for Christmas, so I thought I'd do a very, very quick update on what's occurring or not occurring in the workshop this week, or last week, or over the last few weeks. Sorry, I haven't done one for a while. So, a bit less slaver, I'll show you. First off, and I'm going to do this carefully, the car that shall not be named, I've Lanagarded it. I've heard of this stuff. It's obviously got quite a lot of press. And the owner asked me to use it, and I was a bit dubious at first, but then I've spoken to a couple of customers who'd already used it on their cars. A chap came up the other week and he said, oh yeah, I've used it on here. And we had a look and I thought, yeah, that's actually really good. So I've done it all underneath. It's had a couple of coats. I am actually really impressed with it. We'll obviously have to wait and see how it turns out. But yeah, I mean, on the whole, it looks really good. I shot this on here with a parts washer. It does say not to peel, like not to prep the surface rust and stuff, let it key to it. So I've done exactly what it says on the box. As you can see, this car, which is a 1986-87, is in excellent condition underneath. The floors, etc., are excellent. The kit actually comes with some like Lanagard grease that you can use. You have to excuse the water that ran out of it. I've done all in the arches there. Stripped the shocks off and put new gates on, so I've Bilstein blued them. But yeah, I'm really impressed with it, to be honest. I think it looks really good. Will it last? It remains to be seen. It does recommend redoing it every now and again. So I guess what we'll do is have to see how it holds on. I mean, it's got to be better than nothing. I appreciate that. But yeah, good couple of coats on there. As you can see, the car was already sort of undersealed and, well, anti-stone chipped and then undersealed. So it's had excellent protection. And there is no rot in there. I mean, Lanagard ain't going to fix rot. But yeah, I mean, I've gone over literally everything, as it suggests. Some bits dry like this, so it looks like you've missed them, but I actually haven't. It's just gone sort of clear there. It's a bit bizarre. I did mix it up well, and what I did was, if it gives you any tips, when I tried to use the little sprayer that it comes with, I stood the bottle of Lanagard in a bucket of warm water just to thin it a little bit. But then I managed to break the sprayer. Whether that's just bad luck on my part, I don't know, but I thought, well, I'll use my engine degreaser. Obviously, it applies an awful lot more than the little hand spray they supply with it, but it's done a really good job. Right, so excuse the mess over there. I'm hoping you can hear the weather. I'm raising my voice a little. I don't usually shout, but it is blowing up a hooey outside. The storm has hit today. Today being the 28th, I think. I've lost track of days. So it is blowing up a hooey outside. I've been and done my Christmas shopping this morning, hence why I'm in my civvies. But, you know, I do occasionally stop myself looking homeless. Other things of note, I shall move out the way. The Spitfire has obviously gone. There it was. Oops, sorry. The Stagger's obviously gone. The Capri's over in the corner because the car with no name has gone on the ramp. I'm trying to have a big clear up. A gentleman bought my axle off eBay, which was great because I was about to move that and tidy up. It's a little bit of a mess, but I always have a good tidy up just before Christmas because I'm going to have a couple of days off. I used to paint the floor, but I've lost interest in painting the floor. Next job on the line is the Stag, and then the GT6 is having some paint done. My car's still on the back burner. I did do the sump. Yesterday I had an hour on the sump. Well, I say an hour, a few hours on the sump. I've pie sliced it, sectioned it. It should look like this one down here. That's the original sump. Oil pan, if you're an Americanese. You can see the line I scribed here. That was the bottom of the bell housing. So I needed to remove about sort of 2.5 inches off the bottom, which I've done here. I'm pie slicing that up. This piece is going to be a baffle for inside. So I need to adjust the baffles. I've seam welded it inside and outside to make sure everything's caught. Stitch welded the internal parts. And I've got to extend this baffle, this windage tray here, oil scraper tray, to come forwards to here. And then I'm going to put that little baffle in there around the oil pickup. try and stop oil surge on that. Might work, might not. I'm not really a baffle expert. Give it a go. I still have the original sump if it all goes pear-shaped. So yeah, other things to note. Had a big clear up outside. I can barely open the door due to the wind. You should be able to see everything blowing about. It's crazy up here when the wind blows. It's very exposed. So if you can see the trees over yonder. The Ford has gone. That turned out to be a very small job. It wasn't a particularly big job once the parts had arrived. It took longer to paint the fuel tank than it did to fit it, I think. The Renault, you'll have noticed, stood there a while. That's mine. I bought that a while ago. I was actually going to use it as a donor car, but it's just too good. Please ignore the peanut butter on the plastics. Just needs a tiny bit of welding doing on the arches up here. And then that's going to go up for sale. It's an 1100 with 57,000 miles. It was bought as a donor car and it is literally too good to chop up. It's a really nice little car. So that's going to be available soon. I'm going to sell that. It is my own. It's not, the business doesn't own it. It's my own. And yeah, so that's that. I've kind of wound down a little bit at the moment because I like to get everything finished off for Christmas. The car with no name was supposed to be out the door for Christmas. It is technically finished, but I just need to liaise with the owner and ask when he can pick it up, because I'm going to have the car detailed and paint corrected, which I don't want to have done and then it's sitting in a dusty workshop for 2 weeks. I may as well get it done the day before he collects it or within a couple of days. But it's now running perfectly. This wasn't a restoration. This was just a tarting up sort of effect. Well, tarting up's the wrong word. It was a checking over, servicing, making sure everything was correct, and then just adding in a few sort of touches that the owner wanted, which you would class as tarting up, I guess. But there was nothing actually particularly broken on it. It wasn't a restoration per se. It was more of a modification or enhancement. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I need to have a big clear up today and tomorrow. Just got to put the wheels back on the car with no name. The wheel nuts turned up a couple of days ago. Drop her back down on the floor and there is one speaker to fit and that is it. Jobbed. Done, ready for collection, hopefully in the next few days. The Mini is coming back in January. The engine is installed, fitted, run up. We can't test drive it because I need to cut the front arches for the big wheels. So yeah, that's it. So to all my watchers, viewers, fans, subscribers, everybody, please like and subscribe if you haven't. Have a great Christmas. Have a great New Year. I'm going to do a buyer's guide on the Mini when it comes back on proper classic Minis. But I'll stop waffling. Please enjoy your time. Relax. That's what I do every Christmas. Thank you.